Hello everybody, this is Nicole Ocean with BPO Automation Group. Thanks for joining me today. I'm extremely excited to announce the release of our new software called Order Central. It's an auto-accept software and it's the predecessor to our very successful Auto-Acceptor 2 software. Today in this video I'm going to give you guys a personal tour of the Order Central and explain some of the features, break down how to use the product, and hopefully by the end of this you'll have a very solid understanding of how to use Order Central, although it's very straightforward. Alright, well we're here on our website and you're likely in either your 14-day free trial or you have purchased the Order Central and you're ready to use it. And I've got it open down here. I'm just going to close out of some windows. We're here on my desktop and here's our predecessor, the Auto-Acceptor 2. I want to show you real quickly how successful it was. And here's the usage stats that's also available in Order Central, and it's even more specific for what you see in the Auto-Acceptor as far as the information. But let me go ahead and just pull up some information here. So it looks like we've helped bring in over $2 million worth of VPO orders based on a $45 average VPO fee, and that's just in less than 4 months. And then back in 2010, we started tracking in February. We were able to help capture over $6.2 million worth of BPO. So combination, over $8 million was brought in for people that purchased the Auto-Acceptor 2 software. And they were able to translate that into lots of different things, I'm sure, in their business. Maybe it helped, number one, just keep people in the business. So we're extremely honored and blessed to be able to provide that opportunity. In the same instance, people ask us, why we're releasing a new product, the difference between the pricing, and stuff like that. And just to kind of comment real quickly, since we looked at the usage stats, just want to point out that in the old Auto-Acceptor 2 software, we did not get any type of kickback from any companies. People paid one time for the software, and there wasn't any type of performance-based criteria. And so we had no clue how the Auto-Acceptor software would do, and because it was so extremely powerful and successful for people, we also wanted to win in that situation. So I want to point that out. I want it to be a win-win situation, and that's one of the key factors. But even more important, we had issues with the Auto-Acceptor 2 software, and in the Order Central, pretty much everything that we had any type of issue or concern people didn't like, we added it into the Order Central, and that's what we geared on, taking all of people's feedback and suggestions, the things that we wanted people to have as far as functionality, capabilities. It is in here to the best of our ability, and this is software that's 100% our own. The Auto-Acceptor ran on iMacro software, so we were limited in lots of different ways. I won't go into detail about that though, but let me go ahead and focus on the Order Central now. And so just in case you're not familiar, the Order Central is $4.99, and it's a 5% fee for each order that we capture for you because you're using the software. And so it's a little money-making machine. And so if you're in your trial, I hope it's picking up orders for you. If you purchased it, I hope it continues to do great things for you. And let me show you here. We'll get into some of the nuts and bolts as far as what to expect when using the Order Central. Okay, well we're here at the main tab, as you can see up in the upper left, and there's lots of different tabs going across. You'll want to check all of them out, get familiar with what's in there, if there's anything important. And there's definite value-added services that we put in the software. Some of them that are not as detailed or that just weren't available because of limitations within the Auto-Acceptor 2 software. So real quickly, I'm going to mention a couple things that you want to check out. We'll come back here to the main tab, but the account tab is everything specific to you, what orders are captured, how much, anything you want to know about your account and your orders, it's going to be in here. As you can see, there's nothing in here, so yours is probably going to look different. And there's lots of different options to go to orders, billing, accounts, terms. So feel free to take a look at that, as well as the drop-down menu right here. Okay. The other thing is the settings, and you can play around with any of these options. If you're not sure what you're doing, I would suggest just kind of leave it there, but feel free to take a look at it and hopefully just get as much information about the software as possible. Statistics. Now this is something that we took to the next level, and I have to thank the co-founder, Tim, for pretty much bringing this up to the next level. Not only what you see here in the stats, but the Order Central itself. He really stepped up his game, so I want to give him big kudos for that. Also want to thank the programmer, our lead programmer, Brent Carey, for being able to provide this as well. This is pretty much a dream combination of a lot of people, and so very, very honored to be able to give this to you guys. All right, well, this is one factor that's just amazing. So you can put in the Stats tab lots of different parameters to figure out if you're working for the right companies, how much volume they have in your local area, how different companies are performing, those types of things. So let me just kind of pull up one here. You can go in company specific. You can go into state specific. Let me go ahead and do that. So the state that has the most work in the nation is California, as far as broadcast BPOs go that we've seen. So it's just broken down each day, showing you how many orders was captured. Now at this point, the software is just getting out of beta, and so there's a limited amount of users using it. So the numbers are going to change probably pretty dramatically here very quickly. And it was just released to our customers a couple days ago as well to do a free trial. All right, and so you can see it's California. You can see how many orders are coming in. And the one neat thing is if you click on state again, it's going to tell you California, but you can go into county, city information, which is amazing. And you can go into zip codes as well to give you an idea of is there any competitors using AutoAccept software, whether it be our old AutoAcceptor 2 or our new Order Central. That will give you some very good insight. So you can see in here San Diego. And you can be even smarter if you know the different zip codes to break it down and say how many orders were broadcast in these specific zip codes in all of April 2011 in California, that type of stuff. So feel free to take a look at that, as well as go on back and take a look at change the dates. You can go back probably to January here and start seeing trends. Well, it looks like February is the first month that things started getting picked up. But let's take a look again at March. So again, this is California. Stockton had the most orders. Let me show you something really neat here too. Clear Capital was the company that had most of the orders for March that were captured in all of California, and everybody using the Order Central software. So this information, just like the usage stats in the AutoAcceptor 2 software, is top secret. It's going to help you with your business if you'll spend the time getting in, digging, doing the research. So this should be used to your advantage, and feel free, it's completely open for you guys to use whenever you'd like. All right, the Companies tab, this is available for you as well, just to give you an idea of what companies offer, how hard their forms are, what type of volume they provide, what people think of them. So here's an example from 1 to 5 stars. Clear Capital's tops with these guys. Click on the top here and it rearranges things however you'd like. Pretty nifty. So you see how that works? So it just filters it depending on how you want to see the information. Feel free to take a look at that as well. All right, and that wraps it up. Other than, let me go ahead and point out, you click on this guy and it takes you directly to the website. If you're not signed up with them and you see from doing your research in the stats that they have a lot of work, maybe it's worthwhile to take time and go ahead and sign up for that company. All right, let's get back to the main tab here, and let's add a company. Right now, there are 7 companies available for AutoAccept. Pretty soon, there's going to be 3 auto notifies that are added, which is Equator, Mark to Market, and Main Street. So feel free to take a look at any of these: Clear Capital, eMortgage Logic, Equity Point, Aquin, Old Republic, PCV, Mercor, ProTech, and UTLS. If you're signed up for any of these companies, you're missing orders, you're not fast enough, you'd like to get more orders, this is perfect for what the Order Central is made for. So let's pick a company here. Got UTLS. take time and read through any of the information that pops up here. So it says it requires a minimum of 2 minutes between checks. Please set your tasks within this requirement. We recommend 125 seconds. So that comes down to the speed settings down here. So I'm going to automatically change this to 125 seconds. And we'll come back here in just a bit. But let me go ahead and put in my username here and password. I'm going to make up my password, and I'll show you. It will log in and fail. So you obviously don't want that, but the software is smart. It's going to know if the information is correct or not. All right, so I've got my username, password, email. You can set how many orders you'd like to do per day, or not per day, pretty much from running the software. Once you say go, you can say I want 5 orders, and then the software will shut off, or 50 orders, whatever you're able to handle. Just use it responsibly is our recommendation. All right, so I will say I'll keep this at 10. I can typically handle that within a 2-day turnaround. Okay, so that sets it up. You've already got all of these days checked. They're in blue. If you don't want the software to work on a certain day, just click on it and it unchecks it. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and keep them all running. And you can see I've already changed this to comply with the pop-up that let me know I need to have certain things be in there. You can change the time frame here. So it's as easy as going up and down, whatever your preferences are. And if you click on here, change speed for part of the time, that's kind of neat. And that way companies that are tracking are going to get thrown off a little bit. And you can put in different types of parameters just to run temporarily from certain times. And this is perfect for when you've done your research and you know companies drop orders at certain times on certain days religiously. Get in here and set it to run, and it will override what's in the run this task area right up here. And that way it will temporarily run from this time to this time, you know, however much you put in here as far as the formula. And there's good documentation as well, so don't hesitate to look at that. Save it to your desktop. Get in and look at it so you can get familiar with what you should be putting in there and not be putting in there, our recommended settings, times, and stuff like that. And we have very detailed information as far as performance information and how to use the software. So check back on the members site if you get lost. Submit a tech support ticket if you have any questions, you're stumped on anything. And you can do that through our members site to get to our tech support. All right, you can put in here maximum checks per day if you'd like to do that. Some companies have limitations. And this part is pretty much set. So the next part is the filters. Now this is something that wasn't available in the AutoAcceptor 2 software. So what you would do here is you can leave it at no filter if you don't want it to put anything in, the values over here, but you can also put in very specific stuff. So you can put in a list. I'm going to put in only certain zip codes that I want it to be accepting orders. Put a comma in between. And so it will not accept any orders that are not in these zip codes specifically. A couple other filters that are neat is payout, which you can put in a range here. I will not do a VPO for less than $45, and I'm happy to do them for up to $150. And that way it's not going to accept orders that are outside of these zip codes and outside of these parameters that you set. That is impressive. I hope that you guys see that and hope that you can appreciate it. That is incredible control and technology that we're putting in your hands. And so we hope that it works really well for you. So you can put in some other items here as well, but what this should do is be able to help you filter out the orders that you don't want if companies are notorious for sending you outside of your coverage area. And if you're using the old AutoAccept software, you're probably very familiar that it just accepts any order that's in there. This version will not if you take the time to put in your specific parameters and have it be catered to exactly your needs. Very, very powerful stuff here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this out so it's ready to go. You can add more companies, unlimited amount. There's No, no limit anymore. It used to be 5 companies in the old software. Feel free to load this guy up. The one limitation, though, is that you can only use one company account at a time. So if you have 4 Clear Capitals, you can only run one at a time on one machine. The other point, kind of in saying that, is there's a lot less specific criteria when it comes to Order Central and using it on a computer. Probably the optimal suggestion would be to put it on a standalone computer, but it can be used in conjunction with other things. You can check your email. It can be running behind the scenes. It's not as stringent as the old auto acceptor software was, so I want to point that out. If you have any questions about that, let us know, but that information is in the user guide that you download and when you install the software. So hopefully you kept that. It's also in the member site as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run this guy, and you're going to see it's waiting. It's going to try and log in behind the scenes, and give it a second here. It should say that my login failed. And so again, you can add more and more companies. You can click where I did, where it said run, or you can click run all to run all of them at the same time. So it's waiting right now. And let me go ahead and stop it. Let me add another company here real quick. I'm not going to add too many filters. I'm going to fire up one more. And my information is not correct. The email address that I'm putting in here is for you to get notifications when it accepts orders. So go ahead and put that in there, and that way you'll be notified however you want. If you have it set up like on a BlackBerry or internet-compatible phone, that'll help you. I'm not really going to change anything here. Let me go ahead and click OK. Let me do run all, and that way it'll go. And you can see it's logging in. It's going to fail because the login information is incorrect, and then it will stop running. And so take a look at the status. That's explained in real good detail in the guide. And you're going to see, there's a lot of similarities between this and the auto acceptor as far as the basic buttons and what to expect. There we go, login failed. And UTLS continuing to go there in the background. And so it's very easy. Run all, stop when you want to stop it. Run it for 24/7 if you like, depending on how strict of parameters you put in when you load it up and added a new company. I'm going to point out a couple other things. You can do remote monitoring, so you don't have to be at your computer to check out what's going on in your account, how many orders it accepted. There's mapping features to be able to pull up and map the property, and that way if you're out in the fields and you're doing showings or taking more photos, you can pull it up on your phone and drive to the next place to take photos from the remote access. And that way it connects up here and shows you what's going on. So that's always very exciting. There's a lot of very smart logic going on in the software. I'm going to click on back here. There's obviously order filtering, email notification. You can run unlimited accounts. You can choose to schedule, and it's totally adjustable. Personalized statistics is available as far as how things are going for you, or if you want to know how the network is doing, everybody using the software. As you saw, it detected when I had the wrong login information, and so it will check that and then automatically stop working. There's a lot more stability and a lot more reliability with Order Central. So if you used Auto Acceptor in the past, you're going to find that this is night and day difference guaranteed. There's more and more features. I think I pointed out some of the more important ones, and you've seen kind of, in a nutshell, how things work. It's very simple. Again, if you have any questions, we prefer that you go into our tech support if you're a client. If you're in your free trial, go ahead and give a call, and we'll help direct you to where you need to go. More than likely, go ahead and just send an email to support@bpo-automation.com. And our phone number I'll put up here is 360-223-2666. 62482. I'm going to see if I missed anything here real quick. I think I covered everything. Feel free to take a look at anything in here. Play around with it, get familiar, get comfortable with it. If you've done the Auto Acceptor 2 trial, you purchased it, you get a free upgrade. But keep in mind, everybody is charged the 5% per order that we capture for you with the software. It's billed 30 days out. I think that covers it. We are very, very honored to have you take a look at our software. Love to have your business or continued business. We thank you if you're a past client for giving us another opportunity here, especially if the Auto Acceptor 2 software didn't treat you well. We really appreciate the opportunity to mend some fences here and hopefully get things working much smoother for you and have you be even more successful than where you're at right now. All right, everybody, this is Nicole Ocean signing off. Thanks for joining me. Best of luck to you in 2011 and beyond. Take care.